Everyone, and welcome to KREM 2 News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti. Thanks for being with us today. Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo, you just saw him outdoors. Well, he's been promising that we're headed into the 70s for the weekend, but I think we may even crack the 70s later today. What do you think, Jeremy?
Laura, it's one of those ones. I have not fully committed on it yet because I think we could come up just a degree shy. And I don't want to be the guy who says 70 and then we're...
You don't want to be that guy, Jeremy,
no.
Because I will email you excessively.
Don't you already?
Well, whole different issue.
Whole different issue there. But as Laura mentioned, it is warm and it is sunny, and it's hard to believe that we're not going to hit 70 today. When you take a look at that, we are sitting comfortably here in town at 61 degrees. It's actually a little warm out here standing in the sunshine in a full suit. Oh. That's kind of nice to say. Across the inland northwest, temperatures are on the rise. We have temperatures up around 60 degrees. All right, let me see if I can get the screen to work. That work? There we go. All right, got it. Temperatures up around 60 degrees across the inland northwest, even up to 57 there in Sandpoint. Already up in the 70s in Moses Lake, so I can see where Laura's coming from saying, hey, we're going to do it today. But there are a few things working against us. One of those is just that I don't want to say it's going to be 70. The other, some light wind, but it's really not all that crazy. We got enough that a leaf is moving, and that's really about it. Other than that, it's all about the sunshine taking us through the day today, and heat continues to build as we get into the day tomorrow. So here's your forecast. Let's walk you through it. As we head into the afternoon, we're looking at another excellent, sunny, kind of beautiful day with temperatures topping out just shy of 70. I think 69 is our high temperature here in Spokane. Coming up, I'll let you know who hits 70 today and who all gets in on that action tomorrow.
All right, Jeremy, thank you. 12:02 right now. At least 8 people are dead today after a gunman opened fire at a FedEx facility in Indianapolis. The gunman is also dead due to self-inflicted wounds. That's according to police in that area. Several other people were also injured and have been taken to the hospital. And now today we are hearing from people who witnessed last night's shooting.
Not once did you ever think it was going to be happening in your own backyard. You know what I mean? So this is the way this is. You know, you hear about these shootings and everything. You know, of course, and you're praying for the people, you're praying for the souls of the person that did this. That committed this crime, but never once did you think it would happen in your own backyard. And when it does, it's like a wake-up call.
FedEx released a statement saying its thoughts are with all the people affected and that the company is working with the investigating authorities. We'll keep you updated, always on KREM 2, and of course, right now on KREM.com. The jury in Derek Chauvin's murder trial is expected to begin deliberating next week after closing arguments are happening on Monday. The former Minneapolis police officer charged with murdering George Floyd chose not to take the stand in his own defense. After closing arguments, the jury will be sequestered for as long as it takes for them to deliberate.
How much do I pack? If I were you, I would plan for long and hope for short. Basically, it's up to the jury how long you deliberate, how long you need to come to a unanimous decision on any count.
Meanwhile, a few miles north of the courtroom in Brooklyn Center, protests continue for a 5th straight night in the wake of Daunte Wright's death. Kim Potter, the former police officer who allegedly mistook her taser for her firearm during the fatal traffic stop, did appear before a judge for the first time on Thursday via Zoom. Potter is charged with second-degree manslaughter, and she does face a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison if convicted. Potter was ordered back in court coming up next month.
Show me your hands. Drop it. Drop it. No trespass. No peace.
Protesters also gathered in front of Chicago's police department last night, hours after body camera footage was released showing an officer shoot a 13-year-old, Adam Toledo. The police chase in March lasted about 20 seconds before Officer Eric Stillman opened fire. Police say they were responding to gunshots picked up on an audio scanner. The family's attorney insists that Toledo was unarmed when he was shot.
Adam, during his last second of life, did not have a gun in his hand.
However, police say he did have a gun on him before the shooting and that a semi-automatic pistol was recovered a few feet away from where the teen was shot. Chicago's mayor says there is an ongoing independent investigation into the officers' actions from the city's Civilian Office of Police Accountability. Vaccine supply in Washington is moving at a slow pace despite the expansion in eligibility. Now, the only requirement needed to get a vaccine in Washington is that you have to be at least 16 years old. That means yesterday an additional 1.5 million people became eligible in Washington state. But just because you're eligible doesn't mean there is a shot necessarily right now waiting for you. The Department of Health released a breakdown of vaccine shipments coming into the state over the next few weeks, and we have that posted right now on your screen. As you can see, the rollout is slowly increasing by a few thousand doses a week. Next week, this state is expected to receive about 365,000 doses, 210,000 of which will be Pfizer, which is the only vaccine currently that is for 16 and 17-year-olds. Moderna, you have to be 18. All right, so here are some ways you can find a vaccine appointment, hopefully for today or for soon in the future. The Spokane Arena is open for appointments from 11 to 3 today and tomorrow. The site also stays open until 8 o'clock in the evening. That'll be on Tuesdays and Wednesdays for anyone who can't make it during the day. They're aiming to give 2,000 vaccines a day, and the arena site is only carrying the Moderna vaccine, which is approved for anyone 18 and older, which means 16 and 17-year-olds cannot get vaccinated at this particular site. The Washington Phase Finder website has now switched over to a vaccine finder site. You can search your zip code or county, and the site will give you a list of available vaccines that are nearby. You can also sign up for text notifications that will alert you when a vaccine is becoming available near you. To sign up, just text or call the number on your screen. Again, we've posted that there. There's also a Facebook page you can check on as well. It's called Find a COVID Shot WA, matches people with volunteers and prioritizes finding appointments for high-risk individuals, but the same volunteers will post links to alert group members when vaccine appointments become available. The group also has a helpline that's taking phone calls. If that's easier, 425-780-5785. So having these resources, all of it is great, but it's a lot to take in, and we understand that. And that's why we're trying to make it a little bit easier for you today. We have a text line. It is easy to use. Text the word vaccine. That word vaccine to 509-448-2000 will send you information, a link right to your phone. So it's a little bit easier to use. All right, 12:08 right now in Spokane. Changes to school boundaries are being discussed for the first time in about 4 decades, and the overhaul would impact thousands of local families. So here's what these changes really come down to. Representatives with Spokane Public Schools say changes are needed to help with grade configurations, overcrowding issues, and student growth potential within the district. SPS is holding 4 online community forums to collect feedback for the Boundary Adjustment Committee before any adjustments are then proposed. The next forum will be coming up Monday night at 6:30. And across state line, 2 finalists are being considered for the next superintendent in Coeur d'Alene Public Schools job. Current superintendent, Dr. Stephen Cook, has accepted a new role at an Oregon school district and will be leaving at the end of the current school year. Now, in the first of multiple public forums, the Board of Trustees interviewed Dr. Kate Orozco and Dr. Sean Hawker for the role last night. Another round of interview questions will be taking place today. Parents and community members are encouraged to give feedback on the forums, and we posted that email right there, search21@cdaschools.org, and give your thoughts. All right, 12:09 right now. Still to come right here on KREM 2 News at noon. History will be made this Sunday, coming up at the 46th Annual Country Music Awards. We've got a preview of the big show, which, by the way, you can only watch right here on KREM 2.